Hey everybody, thanks so much for coming out. I do have a fan in the room right now, so if you can't hear me well, let me know because it's pretty hot outside today. I'm trying to keep it cool. Plus, yeah, I know Irish 10 seconds early. It's I don't have a way to like kill the sound and transition instantly. I don't know. Um, I have a lot of lights on for the green screen, so I need to keep it cool in the office so I'm not sweating like crazy. So I have a directional microphone. It shouldn't be that loud, but if it does get loud, let me know and I'll turn it off or do something. Hi, Rain Drinker. Thanks a lot for coming out. Today we're going to start off. I'm going to be playing Alakajam 3 games. I participate in Alakajam 3. I made a game called Always Mowing. It's kind of a top-down lawn mowing game. It's kind of fun, uniquely soothing, I guess. I think somebody wrote in a comment. I only had like 12 hours. I had a bunch of stuff going on. I cranked it out pretty quickly. I'm probably not going to update it ever, even though there's some bugs with like one of the yards gives you double bonuses and stuff. Iris does have the top score, and a big shout out to Rain Drinker and Iris for helping me debug the initial state of all of the objects were set incorrectly. I might show that on a stream some other time when I'm developing. But anyway, I've got to play and rate all the Alakajam games and get my karma back up because everybody's been so generous to play and rate my game. So I got to do my due diligence. I'll be playing the games on stream and finishing up my ratings off the stream. So we're going to play a lot of those games today. A couple of updates, though, before we get started. One is I have received the trophies. So here are the Tiger Jam trophies. In April, towards the end of April, I think it was like right after Ludum Dare, maybe? Or right before. Some really bad timing on my part. But I had my own game jam that I hosted, and we had a few entries, and Rain Drinker, Yazorius, and DBR took the top 3 spots, so congratulations to them. I have your trophies. I have everybody but player DBR or DBR's address, so they'll be mailed out soon. I proved them over, and now I'm just kind of enjoying them on my desk while I work throughout the day. I'll have some time either tomorrow or the next day probably to get those in the mail and shipped out, and I'll try to get tracking. It's hard because it's going to be international shipping, so number one, I don't know how fast it's going to get to you. Number two, but they don't go bad. They're not made of they're not food. You can't eat them, so they'll still be intact. I'm going to wrap them up really good and get those shipped out. So just be patient. I know the jam ended at the end of April, and here we are at the end of June, so it's been 2 months. But I had to do some stuff. I had some other things come up, and I got them here now, though. So they are on their way. I'll see what I can do. Maybe next year's Tiger Jam will be an edible trophy, or maybe I'll have another jam in the fall or in the winter, and I'll do trophies again. For that as well. Maybe I'll do one twice a year, maybe. I don't know yet. I gotta look and see. There's other jams coming up. So in September, Music Game Jam's gonna be up soon. And we're not that far off from August, which is gonna be another LD jam. So there's some stuff in the works. If you know of any jams or you're planning to participate in any upcoming game jams, feel free to discuss that in chat. I'll keep my eyes out, so I'll make sure that I get a chance to go and play those. So that's that for the trophies. They're on their way. And also in this tweet that's pinned, you can click. There's a link to the results. You can play all the games, but you can play the top 3 also. And of course, my Twitter is here. So is Discord. If you're watching this on a video on demand, I'll put this link there also, so you can join Discord, follow me on Twitter, or also play these games. So the other thing is that I started to goof around, mainly inspired by Rain Drinker. One of the first games I think I streamed when I started the Get Played show was his game Drift, which is on Itch.io. I'll also link that in the description so you can check it out. But I started to make a Unity class, which might get ported to Godot also by Secris. I think he's interested in, or at least some similar project that's going to do this kind of sprite stacking effect. So there's a link to that here if you want to just follow the repo. It's not really finished yet. There's still a lot of stuff that I want to do. I'm also setting up a Trello board. I kind of already have one. It's just not ready to be public. Of features that are going to come for this that I'm working on. So right now, that's where it's at. There's a lot of changes and a lot of updates that's going to happen that soon. So if you want to you could just start it or watch it. If you start or watch it, you'll get notified, I think, on those things. So, all right, enough with the regular spiel. Finally, the last thing I'll say is that I will probably, not probably, I will. I have a stream on Saturday morning also, and I'll be playing more Alakajam games that I didn't get to tonight. So I'm probably going to do this for about an hour and a half, 2 hours tops, and then I have my own projects that I want to start to work on a little bit more. So I'm going to try to cut out around 8:30 this time, which is an hour and a half from now, or 9 o'clock, which means I'll do less rambling and more just cutting right to the gameplay. I will not cut short the amount of effort I put into games. I don't time how long I play a game for. I've never done that. If you've watched the stream before, you know that I play a game until I kind of get bored of it, or if I really like it and it's gone on a little bit too long, I'll cut myself short on it. I'm not going to trim down how long I play the games. I have some other things. I got to work on my other game now, and also that project that I started up. I'm really interested in it. So I'm probably going to cut out early. I'll kill the stream. I'll probably restart the stream afterwards so it snaps this short. But just know that like around that time I'm going to go offline for a minute. I'm going to update what I'm streaming on Twitch so that way I go into the right community, and I'll come back on and probably goof around in Unity for a little bit tonight. So that's on the plan also. All right, let's talk in more game playing. Let's check out the games. I think I rated a couple people's games early, so I'm going to not show you what your rating is, but don't worry, it's awesome. But I am going to play those games. So first, I'm going to turn off unranked because I'm going to only play the games that need ratings. To start with, I'll try to play all the games eventually, and then we'll start checking some of these out. One of the games I already have prepped is Iris's game here, Infinite Potential. Another game that I'm gonna play right away is this Sunlight game here too by Rain Drinker. I don't want to show you guys what your ratings are, and I don't want to see what my rating is either. Okay, I didn't rate your game yet, Rain Drinker. I did rate yours, Iris. So without further ado, so if I scroll down, you'll see all your high marks. I'm not going to show that to you. We will start up. See, you would see yours. I got to be careful what games I play. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. And that's something I think all the streamers do, and it's fair. I don't ask everybody to stream on Twitch my scores, so just be cool about it, yo. Cool. All right, I'm going to just mirror all of the games on this other monitor so I can go there first, so I can proofread what I'm doing. All right. So today, the Alakajam organizers rate games on stream, and they're pretty exigent, so no offense taken. Gotcha. That's cool. All right, let's go and check this out. I've already downloaded Rain Drinker's game, but has there been an update? If there hasn't been an update, then I think we've already got it down here. I need to clean this up too. Let's see. We're just going to re-download everything. Bam. That way we have the freshest stuff. Extract all. DBR, I need your address because I have a trophy here. I have a trophy here. I have to send it to you. So don't put it in Twitch chat. Everybody will have your address, but either on Twitter or Discord, private message me so I can ship that out. Everybody's waiting for you. Just kidding. Nice to see you. All right, let's go to Sunlight. Now I will say, I let this level of Sunlight run. I didn't play the third level yet. Can you hear the music also? If you can't hear the music, I'll have to turn it up. I played the second level here, and I left it running in the background, and I eventually received an error, but my score was like in the menu. Like I forgot that it was open, and I was doing other stuff, and then I had this crazy high score. It was really cool. Rain Drinker found it really easy to balance this game out, he said. Also, all right. Said it was no effort at all. So pretty much, because I rarely have already played games, what I can do is hold and I can make a thing that shoots here. So what you do is you click these branches and you can control how your tree goes, your bush, your tree. And then if you click and hold, you can make a cannon. It costs resources. Oh, that guy's waiting for me here. It's not easy. He's like being real sweet. They get harder. One thing I'll say right away is that I really want to see how much the stuff costs somewhere. Even if it's like over here and it tells me, or down here. Preferably when I mouse over it, if it told me that this was like 50 and this is 40 something and that's whatever it is. That would be sweet. So these ones get you resources, so you need to beef up, get some money in. Some more money here. Bam. And by putting them in the light, you get more money. Like if I put a flower over here, it's not going to do a whole lot, if anything. It's kind of not a good spot to put a flower. You guys go. All right. That's some defenses there. Yeah, balance is terrible. I had a big struggle between wanting to keep it minimal, but also whether or not to show all the info. It's easy to figure out, but that was just something that came up as I was playing. I'm like, how much is this costing? It got to a spot where I on the second level, I couldn't build any cannons, and I had to wait for like one of these flowers to measly fill up resources. And then I was like, really, like, how much do I need to build a cannon? Like, I was getting antsy. This thing has longer range. I didn't realize that the first time I played it. It's got the coolest music. It's so chill. So what happened was I was enjoying the music on this weekend while I was working on other stuff, and I left it in the background. I was like, yeah, this is cool. I like the music a lot. I'm going to go do other things. So I was like, oh, da-da-da, Alakajam, blah, 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 looking at stuff and doing things and whatnot. And the whole time I'm just jamming out because it's just such a chill song. And then I came back and my score was, like, ridiculous. It was really cool. So. Pretty awesome. And this, I think, can probably run on autopilot now on this level. I think I have this one nailed. Press escape to return. So this first level is really just showing you what you're doing. I didn't notice before it says stem up here. Maybe that was the secret title. Alright, now we gotta get to this sun quick. Get some flower energy going. Boom. Now I know what I'm doing. Go up here. Go up here. Flower. Flower. Oh man, here they come. Make a gun. Oh jeez. Make a gun. Oh. Don't have money. This is exactly what happened. And I'm like, how much is a flower cost? I also didn't realize until this very moment that having the branches grow costs resources too. I didn't realize that at all. Oh man. Let's see, I'll catch up on chat a little bit while this runs through, because I don't have... Oh, I'm going to get to make a gun soon. I think. No, guns are 50. Come on, I need a gun. I need a gun, like, right now. Come on, pick a gun. There you go. Yeah. Alright. Catching up on chat. Ranger says this level is just a tutorial. Not this level. He's talking about the last level that I played. He says this level is just a tutorial, supposed to be free. I wanted to have a place for players to experiment and show the instructions. Oh, Nanuker can't hear the tunes. Up we go. There, I just doubled the volume. You should be able to hear it now. If you get low on energy, it refills automatically. Yeah, name change. It seems I forgot to change that. 50. Good deal. I just noticed it now. Alright, so we need to get some more resources going here. Got to get that money. This guy's a jerk. Alright. Oh, I'm going to lose this cannon, too. Oh, it grows back. It heals. I didn't realize that it healed. So I guess the other question, Rain Drinker, is I said that I wanted to know how much the stuff costs, but what value would it be to me really as a player, you know? I mean, unless I got to the spot where I had multiple resources and a decision to really make with it, you know, there's a lot of tower defense games that have power-ups that you can do over time. Like, I could spend 50 and AoE everything on the screen, or I could spend 50 and build another cannon. If I had some sort of decision to make, then it would be more important. But you're right. As the minimalist look that it has, it's really not that important to know what the costs are in general. Like, it's not. It's really fun, though. I have a horticulture kind of background with my personal life. I've overlapped now. Check that out. My father was a landscaper for about 15 years, and my stepmother has a degree in ornamental horticulture. So, lots of plants and plant people in the family. Another flower here. Let me know if you can hear the music. Let's see here. Catching up on chat some more. Alright. Maybe you got some sound now. Let me know if you can hear the music yet. No sound at all. Yeah, name change. Forgot to change that. Ranger says things cost 50. No sound at all. Is the enemy birds? It's supposed to be some sort of centipedes and seeds of a cannon or something. I don't know. Nuker says, does the sun move as the level goes on? Ranger says, yeah, now it's mostly about making a balanced tree between resources, cannons, snipers, and melees. No, he says the sun just stays there and focuses there and is there to force you to build a bit upwards. Ranger says that I wanted to have various levels with increasing difficult layouts, but in the end there's just 2 levels and no challenge to beat. Probably because of the very short, aggressive time for this jam, I'd say. It was 48 hours. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff I want to do in my game too, and I couldn't get to it. Still no sound. Let's see here. Was anybody here before the stream started? Did you hear music playing at all? Let me know if you hear this. This might be loud. Hold on, let me turn it down first. Alright, tell me if you hear this. Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you hear that. If you can hear that song, then I know that I have the sound channel correctly. Okay, so it's just a volume issue. Let's go like that. Let's see if you hear that now. It's really low. It's very relaxing, I would say. Yeah. Oh, man. I want to go back over here. Go this way. No, go back. Now I'm going around the sun. Wait. Can I? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's where it's at. You gotta deal with it, fools. Hey, thanks, Player DBR, for the host. Really appreciate it. I don't know why my host alert isn't going off, but thank you. Alright. You probably hear it now. I'll say that this is the coolest tree that I've made yet in this game. Uh-oh, I might lose a dude. Oh man, I did. Hold on. Where there's one dude, there's now two dudes. Yeah, you deal with that, fools. Alright. This guy's gonna go soon. Man, this is so chill. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna go. I have not played this level yet. Whoa. Oh, this is sweet. Look at all this sunlight. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I have no flowers. We're doomed. Hold on, we're restarting. Restarting. I got too excited about the sun. Alright, up we go. Flower. Gun. And it can't, it's a different bad guy from a different side. Jerk. I lost. Fatal error in action number 1. Step event. Object enemy snake. Alright. Clear. Abort. We're gonna play that again. I started 2 of them. It's like internet poker. Oh, I chose wisely. Sup? I got this. Bye. Focus on this one. Looking pretty healthy right now. Get me to 50. There we go. Oh, jeez. I didn't think I was going to live through that one. There we go. Now we're doing it. Now we're digging where there's taters. Mm-hmm. Alright. I like this music. Yes, I love this music, man. This is my backup guy down here. Okay, like he's it's my bunker. Shit hits the fan, this guy's the one going back up. Speaking of, this is gone. Well, it was fun. It's like they know that they're about to win, so he moves on. To give you a chance to recover. Alright. Just waiting for it. I mean, I would say that the victory condition is to make a self-sustaining tree, one that you can just leave in the background, not have to worry about. That's winning. Get ready for it. There we go. Nature. Life finds a way. The targeting system for the enemies is horrible, thankfully. When the head dies, the others choose a new target at random. I got it. It seemed like one of those dudes came by and started shooting right before I was gonna die. He's like, "Yeah, I'll go somewhere else." Now they're done. Let's see, 260. I wonder if it'll run if it's minimized. It does. I love it. All right, let's leave that going. And then we'll drop the sound back down. And we'll move on to the next game. We're gonna leave Sunlight rolling for now. And let me link to that in case anybody wants to play it. There is a link here, and we'll also add it to a collection for Alakajam 3. And then Iris's game. Really? I hit the wrong key. Alakajam 3. June 27th. I think it might be. Yesterday might have been my dad's birthday. Forgot. Alright. Not a big deal though. Bam. close. It looks and sounds pretty easy, and I do like the mechanic. I'm sure it could work as a mobile game or something. Yeah, you know, I like it a lot. I think it's pretty sweet. At first I wanted to make it a puzzle about building trees to solve levels, but I did not manage. The always growing theme was kind of challenging, I think. I was able to think of a good mechanic, but I found it really difficult to find a game out of the mechanic that I had discovered. Next up will be Infinite Potential by Iris. Add to collection. Alright, boom. Done. Okay. So. Hey, my Outlook settings are out of date, and I don't use Outlook, so that's a really interesting message. I don't remember. Oh, I played on Mac before. That's what happened. I was like, I don't remember all these options. Alright, we'll do Windows 64-bit. Infinite Potential. And we'll go full screensies. I like, is it that you have to, oh yeah, F. You hold it down, now check this out, and you have to commit. It's got like an action bar, like a power bar that powers up like, it's really cool. I thought it was so neat. Alright. Infinite Potential. Arrow keys move and jump. Z and X switch use weapons. Keep in mind, you start with no bombs. You have to find them first. Also keep in mind, you need bombs to... here's the weapon switch. Bomb. Fireball. Alright. Here we go. Yeah. I never saw one of those guys before. Infinite potential. Dudes are stacking. Oh geez. I've never used a bomb. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. I don't know what this thing is over here. I'm scared to go near it. And that's why. Score is 50. Alright, we're trying again. Man, so the first time I played this, I played like 4 games of it, and I never once had a bomb. And I was surrounded by hands all the time. And so I kept trying to kill him with my sword, and that didn't work at all. Alright. I just kept dying. Yeah, I'm already 40 points. I believe this game was made in Godot also. Iris is a fan of the Godot engine. I want to go drop a bomb on those guys. But they're going to come this way, it looks like. Goodbye. Ha ha ha. And it's nothing but treasure. This guy doesn't jump at me either. One thing that I'm missing is the, oh, there's power-ups over here. I guess I didn't go to this side of the screen, Iris, so I wasn't seeing that it was power-ups for me to get, because that's the big sell of the game, is that I'm going to always be growing. But now I see they're probably over there. I needed to get those first, and then they'll respawn somewhere else. It's just I had them both spawn on the side of the screen I wasn't playing on. And the reason I'm not playing on that side of the screen is because it's not as fun as this side. On this side of the screen, I kind of have a spot I can move around in, and I feel like I have more control over my destiny. And on that side, I feel like I don't have as much. If I go over there, I don't really have anywhere I can go. Yeah. And the hand one-shots me. Catch up my chat for a second here. A little tip, keep moving to get more power-ups. Power-ups don't spawn if you're looking at them. They only spawn off-screen. Oh, I like the particles. So Space Monkey. So Iris, if you're reading this later on, you're watching the VOD, Iris made this game, and he's saying to keep moving. The power-ups only appear off-screen. That's how they get spawned. Space Monkey says, I like the particles. When you pick up power-ups, the music is nice too. Iris says that's some nasty luck, yeah. Alright, let me go over here. So that's why I wasn't seeing a lot of power-ups, because they were appearing off-screen. It feels like it just needs to... I know that the power-ups are going to increase my speed and stuff. But in the beginning... I want the game to move faster. Oh man, you guys are getting bombed up. Now I want to save my bomb for the hand, but this is too tempting. Alright, it's probably more jump. Oh yeah, look at me now. What's up, hand? Come here. Whoop. Nope. Here's some speed. Oh, this is good. I wish it started it at this speed as a player. It feels more platformy here. I know it's gonna get ridiculous speed here soon. Do I have infinite bombs now? Get off me, dude. I do have infinite bombs now. No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. But I can't have more than one on the screen at a time? Is that what's going on? Must be. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Good thing you guys didn't see that. Let's just check in on our plan here in a moment. Hold on, what's my score? My score was nothing. I scored nothing. I have to get it. I didn't watch my score yet. I'll have to figure out what my highest score is. Get one bomb, you use one bomb once. Once it detonates, you get another. If the bomb power-up is permanent, all power-ups are. What a dirty death, yeah. Alright. Alright. Final showdown. I think I have a handle on this now. The power-ups appearing off-screen, that's really key. I was just gonna play on, like, this little area the whole time. I like that it keeps you having to move, but also, if it's not right up in the description on the game page, it might be a good idea to do that for other players. See ya. Oh, I love it. It's like Bomberman as a 2D platformer. Oh, it's the best. I've yet to kill a hand, I think. I might have killed a hand last game. I have a score of 90 right now. You guys can't see that because of my stupid banners. Hold on. Score's 90. Hit points 100. There you go. My bad. Ooh, upgraded. This is my favorite, so this is the cheese spot of the game. You just leap till your heart's content here. Is that guy bomb-proof? Oh. This guy requires a bomb. Run! Speed up! Attack up! Oh crap. I need jump up. Yeah. 720, baby. So good. Oh no, come on. Come back to him. So, one thing I'll point out right here, I've got a lot of ideas on this one. How long was the Alakajam? 48 hours. Hey, Carol Dotto. Carol's 2 hours, I think. Sorry, Carol. All right, catch note. You get one bomb, you can use one bomb at once. It only detonates, and you get another bomb. Power-up is permanent. All power-ups are. During death. Okay, go at it. Done. How long is Alakajam? Oh, adding the note about the power-up spawning off screen. Yeah, that's sweet, man. That'll help out a lot. Yeah, so we're streaming Alakajam games right now. This game is made by Iris. I'll say a few things here. One, I don't think there should be any safe spot to stand. Like what I'm doing right now, I think that I should constantly be on my toes no matter what and not be able to do this. That's one thing that it would feel very exciting if there wasn't safe spots to just kind of chill. Another thing though is that even up here somewhere, if there was a text as to how many things I had, I would find that interesting. Also, when I die, to be able to see that along with my score Like, you had 3 bombs, you had 4 fireball things, you had 6 swords. Just to know how many power-ups I actually had, because it's really cool that I have unlimited potential. But I would also like to know how far I made it. That's almost more interesting to me than my score. So, those are just a couple of thoughts off the top of my head. I also think that you should try to port this game to the Pico. This thing would be perfect for the controls anyway that you have. I don't know C++, or else I'd try to help. I have no idea how to code for this thing, and I was going to start learning soon. But this game would be awesome on that. Right now, I don't know how much jump I had, and I've played like 3 times, and I want to know, like, if I knew I had 4 jumps, and at 4 jumps I could make some crazy jump, then I would be able to strategize with that. As a player, I'd be able to use that information to further enhance the way that I'm manipulating the level. Right now, not knowing that, I don't know how to do that. And this cheese stuff has to just go away. Which there wouldn't be a cheesy spot like this if, like a spot where I could just manipulate the score if I had to constantly stay in motion. How come he doesn't die? Oh gosh. What? Almost. Hold on. You can stick to the ceiling. If I could just time it right. Oh, there he goes. Suckers. I really want to get some, like, crazy set of power-ups. Like, I want to make it go just insane here. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Bombs can be kicked. Haha. Oh. Keep going. Catch up on chat for a minute. Yeah, maybe some gradualist enemy would help. Rainer says, oh, can you show the Paquito running or something on camera? Yeah, probably I can. In a little bit here, towards the end of the stream, I'll do that. I'll show the Paquito if my batteries are charged. I'll throw a game on it. That'll be pretty sweet. Yeah, all right. Boom. Oh, back to bombs. And I'm gonna go collect all these fat score loots here. There we go. Let's grab this now, so we'll get something new down here. I don't feel like I haven't used the sword at all yet. I bet you I could. Oh man. I don't like it though. It feels like too risky to melee. Especially once you have bombs like this. Like you just haha, deal with that, fools. But if the sword got larger, you know, like, as I played, like, that would be cool. I don't feel like it really gets powered up. It's not visible, and I don't feel it. Like I feel the jump or the speed. We're gonna have a lot of jump, folks. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be so ridiculous. Watch this. Whoop. I'm magical now. Almost. Whee! It reminds me of like Game Genie, like on the original Nintendo. Like when you put in those 6 codes and you would get some ridiculous like things, and me and my friends and I would just make up codes and just see what would happen to the game. The sword power increases damage for all weapons, not just the sword. It's fairly risky to melee. Probably not the most underwhelming. Probably the most underwhelming weapon though. You be careful, it not only does twice as much damage. Oh man. Let's go get some more power-ups. I gotta go down to get that jump. Oh man. Ooh, I kinda wanted to kick it. Hide in the corner. We're almost ridiculous. I want to know how far did you play this when you were making it, Iris? Did you play and get ridiculously powered in any one of these categories? Or did you just kind of like get it to a spot where you're like, yeah, this is working, it's good, I'm good. Oh no, what did I do? Mine. Uh-oh. Let's see, another cheat spot, yes. They get crazy jump like this, to be honest. I'm thinking that I'm most afraid of someone getting a lot of speed power-ups. Really? Well, we need to do that. Can you jump over the level? Like, if I get too much jump, can I jump out? Can I break free of this? How high does it go? I'm about to get some more jump. It's almost to the spot where I have to be careful where I jump. I'm pretty sure you can. Fireballs, quick! Oh, jeez. If I jump and shoot a fireball at a hand, I could die. Like, there's real danger with the hands reflecting and the jump that locks me to the ceiling. We're going for it. Oh, man. Speed. Something hurt me in the ceiling. Oh, there's a hand up there. health just doesn't cover me like it used to. Whoops. I thought that I had bombs ready. Oh, man. If you made a game for Alakajam and you're joining the stream, currently playing Alakajam games, 2820. 2820. That is the score to beat. Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun. Those things, though, I shouldn't be able to stand anywhere. Let's see here. And also, I'd love to see what I had. Like, how many jumps did I have? So, pretty cool, though. A lot of fun. If you made a game for Alakajam, you're joining the stream. Currently, I'm playing all the Alakajam games. Alakajam was a game jam that happened last weekend. 48 hours to make a ranked game, either solo or with a team. Or you had 72 hours to make an unranked project based on the theme that was always growing. I had a game also called Always Mowing, which you can play. Copy link location, and you can check that out here if you decide to. The game that I was just playing was called Infinite Potential, and that's by Iris. That game is here. There is an itch.io somewhere on itch.io. I have a collection of these games that I'm playing tonight. So, let's see. Whoop. Just grab this and throw that here. That will continue to grow, so if you just keep that link somewhere safe, you'll be able to see all the games that I play tonight in a handy spot. If you don't know what a game jam is when game developers get together and they announce a theme, and usually within a time frame they compete to all make games. Usually it's for fun. Sometimes there's prizes involved. I had a game jam recently that had some trophies. Xavier, who does movie game jam, meta game jam, and music game jam, also usually does like some Steam giveaways and stuff with his, so there's all sorts of stuff going on. The reason I say that, most of my audience is developers, the community that we have here that we've been building together for the show. However, if you're watching this on YouTube or as a past video on Twitch, know that that's what a game jam is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Getting lost in my own words. We do still have this running. We're at a score of 8,000, and the sun has taken over. So, that's what's going on with sunlight right now. Pretty awesome. That's our sunlight update at this time. Let's see here. And that game's here by Rain Drinker. Alright, so we'll go back. Now, those are the only two games I've played so far. I'm going to go and start over here with, I guess we'll do Rising Frost by Bacon Invader. Or, so I'm going to start with solo projects. Of course, chat always has priority, so if you did make a game and you're joining us, feel free to link that. The Great Fire looks really awesome just from its screenshot. We'll do that first. I also saw somebody that I follow on Twitter mentioning some stuff about Dirt, so we'll check that out. That's by Hyperlink Your Heart, who also participated with me in Movie Game Jam. Left me very kind comments on Always Mowing. His Movie Game Jam game was about Shaun of the Dead, and it was really fun. It was a really good kind of multitask 2D management, resource management with Shaun of the Dead, where you had to handle the household pretty much throughout the whole thing. All right. Good night, Rain Drinker. Have a good night. Thanks a lot for sharing your game. I'll keep you posted on what our final score ends up being for Sunlight. The Great Fire. Here we go. London, 1666. Shortly after midnight on the 2nd of September, a fire broke out in a bakery in Pudding Lane. The wood that made up the most difficult buildings was dry after a long, hot summer, so the fire spread rapidly. The narrow streets made firefighting difficult. The fire lasted for several days. Very few people died, but the city was in ashes. The event became known as the Great Fire. Make a chain of people passing water buckets to fight the fire. Click on the shore of the river Thames, but it looks like it's Thames. It's not Thursday, it's Thursday, right? Click on the shore of the River Thames and drag through the streets. Point the end of the path into the flames to throw water. You can change routes at any time by clicking and dragging. To free up people from a chain so you can deploy them elsewhere, click outside the chain and drag through it. Tip, spacebar pauses the game so you can plan at your leisure. Alright, here we go. Let's check it out. Some web games don't work in Firefox. I may have to switch to Chrome. Nope, this one is working just fine. Shortly after midnight on September 3rd. This is like exactly what we read. The Great Fire. Nice drop shadow on this pixel art font. Made by Frozen Fractal in 48 hours for the third Alakajam. Alright. So spacebar pauses. Drag from the river to create a bucket route. Oh, okay. Oh, here they are with buckets. Cool. Uh-oh. Put your bucket on there. I think there was a thing that said... Change route anytime clicking and dragging. To free up people from the chain, click outside the chain and drag through. Oh, like snipe it. Okay, got it. So if we go like that, that'll cut people out of the chain. Huh. Let's just cut everybody out. Alright, and then we'll go up this way. There we go. Wow, they get really good at organizing. Alright, we have to restart. I didn't realize how to free people. Here we go. Freeing the people. Uh-huh. Yep, fire. We got it. I'm kind of getting the hang of it now. Oh man, I didn't realize I had to drag to the fire. I'm not doing too good here. Alright, there we go. Fire extinguished! You saved 100% of London town. A cold day in hell. Go to the next level here. Alright, so now we need to go right here. Boom. How did it spread? Oh my goodness. This side's gone. These people are just gone. They're dead. My bad. I like the hands that just float. It's an interesting way to handle the animation. Gonna let like 2 buckets through. Two more. This is a very hard game. Oh no, what are you doing holding a bucket, you weirdo? I guess I could start sending water up this way. Maybe it wouldn't be so hard if I did this. This guy's gonna get all the water. Huh. Do I have to put all the fire out for this to end? Is that what needs to happen? Just let these houses burn down. Let's call it quits. Sorry, cut him a check. There we go. I scored not that great. 87%. Like a hot knife through butter. Alright, let's go. We've got this now. It's getting more difficult, but there's not really any newer mechanics other than fire spreading that it's joining in right now. So, overall, kind of interesting, but at the same time, I'm kind of... After the third level, it's another arrangement of houses, but it doesn't... I mean, it's not feeling like there's a lot of change between the levels, I'd say. So as a player, I'm kind of spent on this one right now. Alright. Enough's enough. I think we're good here. Close, 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 close. Back to this. So that was the Great Fire. That one is not on Itch.io, so I can't add that to the collection. However, I can shoot it here. if you want to check that out. You might find it more engaging than I did. We're going to check on our score here. Looks like we're at a solid 11,481, and I believe the bad guys have stopped coming now. I think we're good to go. We have defeated Rain Drinker's game completely. We can probably just fill this up now with suns. Boom. I didn't know that the sun grew the whole time either. And got larger. Yeah, there we are. Alright, I'm gonna kill that. Good deal. About 12,000. We successfully won Sunlight. Moving on. Keep on going here. Playing Rate the Games. And we'll just drop unranked off. Also, I think I'm interested in solo to begin with. And we played the Great Fire so far. And then also we played Sunlight and Unlimited Potential. Sunlight's here, and Unlimited Potential is probably on the next page. It's got so much karma, it's on page 2, because Iris did such a great game at playing and rating all the other games. We're going to check out now. I really am going to pick and choose what I want to do. I'm going to check out Hyperlink Your Heart's game next. Don't forget, if you have a game, you can link it, and we'll play it. Let's check out Dirt. A short narrative experience about ecological and personal catastrophe. The audio is loud and abrasive. Turn down your audio if you have sensitive ears. So we will drop the audio down to a lower range here for the stream. If you have not been here before, thanks a lot for coming out. I have a Discord server. This is a community of game developers that we kind of have put together, and a lot of Game Jam enthusiasts, so thanks for coming out and showing your stuff. Right now we're playing Alakajam. I do 3 shows a week. 2 of them are me playing other games online and hanging out with the chat and the community. Games that people have put in Discord, they decide to show off their game, or they've, I've seen something cool on Twitter and reached out to somebody and talked about playing their game on the stream, or people just come by and hang. The other show is on Friday, and that's more of a news show where I'll do that. And then if you follow me on the top, you'll see me stream other stuff like Unity development, some other things. I'll probably be doing that in a little bit tonight, the next 20 minutes or so. The game I'm going to play now is Dirt. This is by Hyperlink Your Heart, who, if you heard me earlier, participated in Movie Game Jam with me, which was hosted by Xavier, who's a great dude to check out sometime. Oh, and we do have an itch link here. Thanks. Awesome. Should have been following you already. That's odd. Alright, a short narrative experience about the ecological and personal catastrophe developed in over 48 under 48 hours for the Alakajam Game Jam. You can rate it here if you participate in the jam. The audio is loud and intentionally abrasive. Turn down your audio if you have sensitive ears. How to play. Click on the dirt plots to perform the planting and harvesting for the day. Click on the shack to end the day. Click to advance the dialogue. Windows download, and we are ready to party. Made in Godot. For you, Godot fans. If you caught it last week, I streamed 2 different shows on a Saturday and on a Wednesday of Godot Jam. Those are available as a highlight right now on Twitch. I'm currently in the process of highlighting the second, the June 23rd, which was 4 days ago, when I played a bunch more Godot Jam games. I'm highlighting that now, and I'll have that out in the next couple days. Hyperlink your heart. Here we go. Is it hyperlinked? It's not. It's just underlined. Should be underline your heart. This should hyperlink to your Twitter or Itch.io profile. That would be nice. Here we go. I don't think the audio is that abrasive. I think it's kind of nice. Unless... Man. Some sweet pixel art going on. Finally, a piece of land of my very own. I know I can make this work. Just gotta put in the effort. So. That should do it for now. It won't be long before I'm taking the first harvest to market. Soon I may even be able to buy another field, but for now I must rest. Ooh. There we go. I'm gonna grab some coffee while that goes on. Alright. Oh no, my crops. Well, at least 2 of them look alright. Oh no, this doesn't look good. That's what I was saying. This don't look good. Alright. Coffee acquired. Ready to party. You can clear the dead ones. It's withered. It's rotten. What's going on here? I went from a southern draw to an action movie. Now I just gotta sow the next crop and this plot will be ready. I like the motion and the animation of that axe or pickaxe. It's nice. What about this one? This one's okay. That's something, I guess. Well, maybe the next crop will do better. I should try to stay optimistic. Always growing. I guess the cycles of the moon go by. It's almost like a month has gone by. Oh no. What are these? This is even worse than before. Rotten again. How am I going to pay my debts at this rate? How am I going to look after my family, who we've not met yet? So many people are depending on me. Not a single healthy stock. The land is poison. It's going to poison me. I should never come here. Can I just go to sleep? There's still work to be done today. I need to clear any bad crops and harvest any good ones, then sow the next crop. It seems very out of character. There's still work to be done today. I need to clear it. This is very programmy here, this text. If I were the character right now, I'd say, my day's not through. There's still a chance good crops could grow. I better go and sow the empty spots or something, you know. Something more in tune. That little line of dialogue really stands out. I don't know what else I can do. Definitely nothing for today. Because the narrative's really strong up until that point. Let's see here. I'm leaning in a lot. Hey, everybody. Oh, man. I can't keep going like this. Why even bother? Why even bother? Why even bother? Why even bother? Sounds almost like a Rage Against the Machine song. Why even bother? I won't do what you tell me. Alright, let's go to bed. Sleepy eyes, sad eyes. The end. And that was Dirt by Hyperlink Your Heart. So there you go. There you are at it. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Whoa, double follows. What's going on here? Thank you so much. You know, on Twitter, he even, I think, said that he... Another follow. Ice Bear by Vice. Ice Bear by Vice. Thank you so much. Thanks for the follows. I really appreciate it. By following, you get notified when I go live. A short description about what I'll be doing. Wednesdays and Saturdays, I stream game jams, typically, or other people's games or projects, works in progress, stuff that's kind of in an alpha early access, or stuff that was just released. We're building a community of developers here, so I really appreciate your follows. You can find a schedule of the shows in your local time below the channel, so if you scroll down, you'll see when I stream, what I stream, and what time you can catch me, depending on your schedule. Also, by following, of course, you'll get notified for that. So I really appreciate it. Yeah, the ending is very abrupt, we'll say. The narrative is very strong up until that spot, and then you're hoping that it's going to go somewhere. But the overall feeling is that I feel like I sat through one of those movies where it just kind of goes along and you watch it hoping for some kind of denouement, some ending, and then boom, it just ends. I don't know that there is. Well, we'll hope maybe that he can build in an alternate ending. Maybe there's some way to change it. The first crop is grown. The very first one does grow. At least that's something it says. So, back to the jam games. And we will go forward. The one thing that I can criticize, though, is that when you try to sleep and you still have work to be done, that line of dialogue is so out, to my personal subjective opinion, of the context of how the character is acting and in the state. It's very instructional, where the rest of the dialogue feels very like narrative and story driven and very, in tune, like he's talking and really narrating his experience, until you try to sleep when you have work to be done, and it's like, I need to click on the things and do this, and it breaks it. So I would alter that a little bit somehow, if it were me, and that's my subjective opinion. All right, unranked, we're gonna switch off. If you're joining us and you have a game, feel free to link that. Chat always has priority on this show. It doesn't have to even be an Alakajam game. That's what I'm streaming right now, because I have to review these as I have a game in Alakajam, and that will help my karma. But if you have your own game, let me know. And a large amount of our community has contributed to Alakajam, so we'll check that out. What is Fuss Row Cut? This looks interesting. Let's check out this game here. Tap the screen to cut the ever-growing beard of our Viking man. I like it already. Made in Unity for fun by Bart, Esther, and Jeff in about a day. Video and audio links on the side. If you want to try it, download it, install the APK file from the links. Oh, there's like a mobile version of this also, I guess. This is only a mobile game, I'm supposing. And I do not have an Android device, so we will back off. That sounded really cool. I'm kind of bummed that with Unity, you can port to many systems. I'm surprised that they didn't put at least a couple, even a web build to check it out, at least for the jam. That would be pretty sweet. That is unfortunate. Let's go back. We'll go in ratings by karma, so we'll just play Rising Frost by Bacon Invader. Survival game where you use fires. Crafting and building to try and stay one step ahead of the ever-increasing cold. See how many days and nights that you can last before succumbing to this frozen world. Notes, version 1.0.1 is before the deadline. The much more balanced version 1.1 and everything after, obviously, is after the deadline. Let's go check it out on GameJolt. I will be playing the Jam version, which is unbalanced, because I'm rating this for the Jam later on. Let me see here. This game is a link. If you're joining and want to check that out, feel free. There's a link to the game. All right, let's go here. Rising Frost. Download for free. All right, we want. There's multiple packages for dice. Is 1.0.3? 1.0.1 is before the deadline, but 1.0.3. We'll play the earlier version, hoping that this is the Jam version. Bam. Your download should begin in a moment. Okay, that's great. GameJolt is much slower on its download speed, by the way, if you're wondering. I have insanely fast internet. And Itch.io is always instantaneous for transfers, but Game Jolt seems to really be slow. Alrighty. Rising Frost. Man, that's a lot of files here. Press enter to start, or D to read the tutorial. Part 0. The objective. Survive the cold for as many days as possible. We go full. That's looking interesting. Dang it. I've made the game. I've already broken it. That's why we can't have nice things. Alright. Here we are. Part 0. The objective. Survive the cold for as many days as possible. Eat food and recover stamina and health. Construct various devices to help you take advantage of your environment. Environment. Need an N. Environment. Alright. Survive the cold for as many days as possible. Eat food, recover stamina and health. You can stay alive. Here's our crafting menu. Got it. Part 1, the controls. Use the scroll wheel to select with these. Drop items with spacebar. WAS to move this guy around. Use Q to see this in an area. Use your mouse to select things. Use the left mouse button to use items on objectives or by themselves. And use the right mouse button to interact with objects. Okay. HUD and stuff. A lot of these arrows are crazy. This tutorial's an interesting take. Average temperature. Fluctuates daily, lowers over time. Time, hours in red, minutes in white. So, yeah, like a clock. How many days do you have survived? Various mirrors will be explained later. Use this to keep track of temperature and check. Too hot. Q to see heat base of your surroundings. Q to see a heat-based view of your surroundings. Neat, so that'll show you the heat. Heat transfers easily in the open air, but is blocked by walls and solid objects. Make sure not to get too hot or too cold. Your temperature is too extreme. You will start to lose health. Holy mackerel. Crafting. Your stuff will be shown here. Right-click on a workbench to enter the crafting menu, and click on something to craft it if you have the right materials. This game is involved. Show up here. Access different parts with the scroll wheel. Spacebar to drop. Right-click to pick up. Left-click to use selected item. Part 6. Building. This should be a PDF. Use your pickaxe and shovel to remove different obstacles and get resources to land. Left-click on an area to place something. Water and ice obviously cannot be built on. Obviously. Areas that are already have something cannot be built on. Part 7. Farming. Food can be eaten. Left-click to restore stamina. Tree saplings will be planted in normal grass. Left-click with some dirt to plant it. Once trees have grown, right-click to harvest it. Plant crops next to water will make them grow faster. A temperature of around 30-60 will help them grow as well. Use a shovel to turn grass or clay into dirt. Part 8. That would be awesome, Iris. Snowstorms at night. Snowstorms come in the middle of the night, freezing the environment and stopping generators. Damage can be somewhat prevented by placing walls close to your generators. Night is much colder than day, and darker too. Stick close to generators to get heat and light. Holy, I can't believe this is still going on. Generators, and the font has no stroke, which means it overlaps, and an outline would really help read it. Generators provide lots of heat and light, so as long as you power them with wood or coal. Mouse over a generator to see information about it. Wood can be obtained from chopping trees and coal from mining rock. How did this person make this in 48 hours? This is so... It would take me 48 hours just to make this tutorial. Part 10, miscellaneous. Placing animal traps on land will get raw meat and animal fur. Having a fur coat will lower the amount of heat and give surroundings that will increase the amount of heat you take in. Place fish and traps in the water to collect fish over time. Storage mats stop nearby items from despawning when out of sight. Click on a campfire while holding raw meat to cook it, making it better to eat. I am not kidding. There are 3 different fonts on the screen right now, and 3 of them are in different sizes. Alright, we're ready. Oh my god. Almost died right away. Alright, 2. Alright, I need to build a house. I guess I have to cut this plant down. That's the heat map. How do I cut the plant? There we go. Oh, now I need to get some wood. Surprisingly, I have a good idea of what I'm doing here. I'm at full health too. Oh man. Can I make a door? Oh, I need to craft. Hold on. Here's the crafting menu. Alright, I made 1 wooden block. Where's the door? Is this a door? That looks like that's bread. Did the game just crash on me? No. It must have been an all-nighter. I don't doubt it. I mean, I'm not suggesting that it wasn't actually fully made. It's just, I'm saying it would take me 48 hours. I didn't mean to start the tutorial. Just to make this tutorial. Oh man, that temperature just drops. Okay, so now I have to go very fast. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I don't know how to make a door. A moon or a sun on this clock would be really nice. I think what happened was I was looking at the crafting table and I froze to death. I'm gonna just take a wild guess that's probably what was going on there. Alright, now I need to go and put a piece of wood here and here. I've got a little campfire going. I'm gonna go and build that. How do I exit this? Q maybe? E, R, C, escape. Okay, escape. That's pretty good. I'm still not going to be protected though, and I'm probably going to die. My fire went out. Lovely. Or maybe I just have to wall myself in every night. Okay. What did I just do? Whoops. I'm not warm in here. How do I get out? Ah. Oh, it's a snowstorm coming. Well, it's been fun, everybody. I'm gonna die. Ah. Can I shovel the snow? Back, snow, back. Hey, my health isn't going down yet. I made it 2 days, evidently. Wait, how does this fit within the theme? I guess you can grow plants or something, maybe. Because each level of the tutorial gets plus 10 screens, yeah. The tutorial's always growing. Oh, man. It's like they started with the concept of growing and made a different game. Alright, now I'm free. I don't think that the heat map's accurate, though. And now I'm pretty much dead again. Alright, that was fun. Whew, man. Oh, where to begin? I think that for a game jam, this is... Remember, all feedback is subjective. It's all opinions. You know, there's no... Unless there's some game-breaking bug or something that's objectively like, hey, you should tell people this or that, or you're missing an instruction, or that you had a typo in the word environment, then, you know, that's kind of an objective feedback moment. You know, spell check, copy and paste into any free... There's free spell checkers online. Just make sure you didn't have any typos in your thing. Or make fun of me when I do it, because I'll do it too someday. But I'll say that, like, with a game jam game, number one, people have to play and rate your games, and a lot of people have limited time anyway. I always strive to say, like, if you have a really great idea that's going to be a full-on game or super complicated, take a piece of that, take a mechanic of that, take a small part of that, use the theme, implement it together, and then after the jam, you know, if you really execute a simple and understandable and fun and enjoyable mechanic well, you'll get a group of fans based off of that, at least enough to follow through and see how you implement and iterate over that design over time. I think this game is really interesting in a concept. I like it. It's, you know, stay alive, don't freeze to death. It's definitely something that's already out there. There's other games similar to it, but it has a unique perspective. The artwork is unique. It looks really prototype-esque, but it's almost an enjoyable... I mean, Dwarf Fortress doesn't have great artwork, but it's really fun, right? So, and it's unique. But it just feels like it's way too complicated. And I have to kill it in the stream because I can't go through and play it another time and try to figure out how to trap the heat inside. I'm missing some core thing, and I don't want to read 10 pages of a document to find out what I was doing wrong. It's too complicated for me. And I'll play very complicated games, but not on the stream and not for a game jam. Really wish I liked that one more. Alright. I wanted to love it. I just couldn't. Head Clickers is the next one up. Wait, hold on. Unranked. Alright, let's check out Endless Arena. If you're joining us now and you have a game from Alakajam, this is like last call. Otherwise, I'm going to play Endless Arena. The enemies just keep coming. Fast-paced FPS with potato graphics. I'm going to be playing Endless Arena, and then I'll have time for like 1 or 2 more games. So final call. If you have a game, feel free to link it. If you're catching this on VOD or on YouTube, Saturday I have another show. So if this time doesn't work out for you, which if you're not in the United States, it probably is not a good time for you, feel free to come by on the Saturday morning show and bring your game then. I'd love to play it. It doesn't even have to be part of Alakajam. Just come hang out, be part of our excellent, wonderful community. I'm going to roll credits after this. I will be killing the stream and immediately probably starting it back up, doing some development of my other project that I started working on in Unity, or my actual game, one of the two. I don't know yet. So, here we go with Endless Arena. Itch.io, thank you for putting your game on itch. Here's a link. We'll add this to the collection. Wow, yeah. Let's check it out. Endless Arena. Endless Arena is a mysterious place full of angry guys who really want to kill you. They will keep spawning forever and forever, and the more you kill them, the faster they spawn. How long can you survive? I made this game for Alakajam 3 Game Jam, and it took me around 36 hours. The theme was always growing. I wondered, how could I make this work in a first-person shooter? So I just kept it simple. The number of enemies keeps growing and growing. Hopefully you like it. How to play. WASD will move. Scroll wheel number keys 1, 2, 3. Switch your weapons. Mouse looks and shoots. Space jumps. Control crouches. And Alt F4 will quit the game. Alt F4 is God mode. Run around the map collecting pickups and avoid going too close to the enemies or they will shoot you. The game has bunny hopping and wall jumping. If you have to jump the moment you hit the ground to gain more speed, there's no upper cap, so you can go super fast. The enemies can't hit you that well if you go faster. Wall jumping works by going against the wall and jumping in the air. You can wall jump 3 times before falling down. Pro tip, bunny hopping makes the enemy chance to hit you lower. Keep jumping. Every 10 kills you get, the spawn rate gets faster. The fastest it can get, spawning a new enemy every 1/5 of a second? Is that a comma? Every 0.5 seconds. It should get chaotic rather quickly. Alt F4 quick name. Oh, I thought Alt F4 was the cheat button. Everyone knows that. That's why I said Iris. I said Alt F4 God mode. Alright, let's check it out. Windows only. And we're downloading. Like, look at that. Psh, instant. It was a smaller game, but I'm telling you. It's ridiculous. Alright, here we go. Time to rock and roll. Thanks so much for the new follows tonight. I really, really do appreciate it. It means a lot to know that people want to be notified when I go live, so thank you so much for those. Endless Arena. Endless Arena game. I will say this as a heads up to people watching the stream. I currently do need a new video card, so there's a chance this will stutter, tear, and not be pleasant. If that's the case, I will play something different, and I do apologize. I'm in the market, but so is half the world trying to farm Bitcoin. Ooh. And it might be loud. Let me know if it's too loud for you. Also, I suck at first-person shooters, so you're going to really enjoy me not being good. How do I reload? I don't think I had 2 kills. I had 2 kills. All right, let's restart. One kill. 2 kills. I don't know what a bunny hop is. I don't know the lingo. Three kills. I've already improved by a lot. What does this do? Alright, 2 kills. I guess you get the drift. This is not my bag, if you know what I'm saying. Let's check out this wall jump, though. I think staying still I do better. Uh-oh. 5 kills, folks. Let's see. Yes, they can't. Let's try that Alt F4 God mode. Oh, what? It's a cool game. I'm not great at first-person shooters, and I'm not just gonna... As much as everybody loves to watch me run and die, there's a reason that I don't stream Fortnite or Battle Royale thing, PUBG over pub. It's not what I do. Not my bag. Alright. Let's go back to more games on the Alakajam games screen. Alright, here we are. Endless Arena. Experiment. Let's find something that looks more... This is very interesting. The Priest's Chapel. And Business Continues. That's neat too. Alright. I think that we're going to do the Priest's Chapel as our final one here. This looks kind of interesting. The Priest's Chapel is awakened. You must keep the always growing darkness from the sanctuary at its minimum possible. Good luck. To exit, use the cheat code Alt F4. Oh, this was meant to be. This is totally a game that we were supposed to play today. Alright. It's got the same cheat code as the last game. Look at that. 203 megs, like, almost instant. Phew. Compared to that Game Jolt download, that Game Jolt download is ridiculously slow. It was like doing like a 2 meg second or something. I don't even know. I got time for that. Coffee. Coffee, and then we'll raid another streamer, hopefully. We'll find somebody online after this. Actually, no, we're not going to raid. I'm gonna kill the stream and then restart and start working on this really cool pixel art thing I've been working on. Ooh, it's an Unreal. Okay, so again, 3D games, my machine, they're not always a happy couple, so if it craps out on the stream, I'm sorry, and you'll get to... Yeah, this is not gonna work out too good. On my machine, it looks great. For you guys, it does not look as good. This will be one that I'll have to rate later on. Sorry about that. Tiger needs video card. We can allow access. Sure, go ahead. Neato. Yeah. There's something between it's the streaming. It's definitely, I'm pretty much sure I've nailed it down to a video card issue. When I stream, the games render fine on my main monitor. I have no lag. I have crystal perfect FPS. But when I stream, the outgoing, like, video encoding, it stutters. I don't know how to fix that, and it's very hard to Google because I'm not having a problem. Only when I stream, the output's having an issue. I think the solution is for me to buy a new video card, and that's what I'll be doing soon, someday. Let's find another game. I'd really like to get one more in. Let's see here. Bean Salvation. I like this. The demons are coming. You must escape by growing your magic bean. Recruit troops, kill the demons coming to invade you, and use their souls to grow the bean. And link this down here in the chat. We're gonna play Bean. Bean of Salvation. Downloading. Grow your beanstalk to escape the monsters. Monsters will attack each night. At night, keep at least one unit on the last floor or will be overtaken by monsters. The last floor. Is that the top floor or the bottom floor? What is the last floor? That's what we need to know. Hopefully this is not a 10-page tutorial like the last game. Maybe I jinxed it. With souls... With souls collected from fallen monsters, you can buy new units, structures, or research. Left-click on a unit to select it, and right-click anywhere to move the selected unit. Cool. You win the game once your beanstalk has grown enough floors. Missing a space. You lose if every floor is overtaken by monsters. Don't forget to keep at least one unit on the lowest floor at night. That's what it is, the lowest, not the last floor. I would correct that on the first thing, because somebody might have missed it. Alright, let's go. What's going on? Units. Everything's locked. How do I begin? I just grew the beanstalk. Maybe I need a structure. A tavoon. The tavoon allows you to recruit Vikings. Did it say that in the tutorial? I don't even... Convention Center allows you to recruit otakus and upgrade your weapons. I don't have anybody, though. I need people. Where are my units? You spent all the currency you had on the extra floor. You soft-locked the game. Congrats. I have one. Alright. Quit. Bean of Salvation. I'm very good at doing this. I did this in Raindrinker's game too. Alright. Here we go. Yeah. Let's get the tavoon. Now let's enroll a Viking. Ah, I see. Move one up here. Another Viking. Another Viking. Alright, here we go. Let's wait. It's 2D tower defense. Where are you going? Viking, keep attacking the one you were attacking. You fool. Do monsters only attack? Can I move also? Oh, I can move during the night as well. I thought my choices were permanent. Alright. Let's just go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was gonna go crazy with Vikings. All Vikings. Till we have no money. Do they ever attack the top floor? Alright. Do it. Yeah, you get that currency. Just all Vikings, that's all we care about. Viking master race. It seems like this style of game is hard to balance. Unless you start with your balance formula first and apply your mechanics afterwards, which might be a better route to do rather than to implement mechanics and then try to tweak them until they are balanced, right? So, like, solve the math equation backwards, I guess. Like, say you want to grow to n number of floors. How did I go? Did I go down in souls, or do I just have... Is there a 0? Am I not? In Unity, if the, because I use Unity, if the text is too large for the text box, it'll crop it down. I think that's what's happened. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So that would also be something that I would look into correcting. Here we go. Vikings, yo. You win! Made for the third Alakajam by Josephine Spawny Barthel and Samir Panzer Lebane. New game? Pretty sweet. We will kill it like that. Alright. Thanks so much for coming out and checking out Alakajam games with me while I did my civic duty and rated those games. You can also check out my game. I'll give it a play here really quick and show you Always Mowing. Just for fun, I'll play my own game at the end of the stream. And then I think on Saturday, I'll fire up the Poquito. Rain Drinker wanted to see that, but I think he went to sleep. So I'll do that. I'll try to put a game on there that's pretty interesting also. Alright, let's go here. Iris has the high score. I will not be able to beat Iris's score as I've tried. Oh, not windowed. I was looking at... I was debugging something earlier. That was gross. Alright. Here you go. It's pretty sweet. Alright. Oh, man. So the trick really is to get the lawnmower to go diagonally like that. That's the secret to a high score. If you want to. The other secret to a high score is to find the bugged out yard, which is over here. Let me mow this really quick. Alright, this yard over here has a bug, and you can get 2 clears for it, I believe. This is the Rain Drinker exploit, if you will. Somewhere up here it's gonna happen. There you go. 1 clear and then another clear right here. So what happened is in Unity I was copy and pasting the yard objects, which is... It's a really bizarre way that this works to figure out the bonus, and because of that, it's, I goofed up, in other words, when I was doing that copy and paste. Can't even touch that score. No. You get 500 points when you clear yard. And then intentionally, I wanted you to be able to go through and keep mowing if you were having fun. So the game ends, it just checks a Boolean and doesn't total score anymore, and then you can sit here and keep playing. So, pretty neat. That's my game. Anyway, escape key quits. You don't have to use the Alt F4 cheat code. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is briefly kill the stream, and I'll be right back on to talk about Pancake, which is the new thing that I created on GitHub in Unity that does some neat stuff with sprite stacking. And I also need to clone my repo, and I probably need to commit to my repo the changes I was working on my MacBook, so I'll be there shortly to do that. Pancakes, so we'll be playing around with this here in a minute. Most likely I'm going to set up an option to have the object face the player, or face something, some other target game object is the idea. And then build out a Unity UI for that. Alrighty, so thanks everybody for coming out. I'm gonna, like I said, pause the stream. I'm gonna actually take the stream offline for a moment. I'll be back in about 5 minutes and be working on some of my own game dev stuff then. So thanks a lot. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for coming out. Remember, there's a show on Saturday morning. I'll be playing more Alakajam games then. You can also join our community. You can show off your game. You can talk about different engines, mechanics, hang out, have a good time. Thanks everybody for coming out. Have a good night. And I'll see you in 5 minutes if you decide to hang around.